Today, Eva and I decided to go fishing in total relaxation without cameras except for a single GoPro and a mobile phone. We finally decided to buy a trolley to go fishing, and it is really comfortable. If I had bought it before, I would have saved myself enormous efforts and above all, a lot of discomfort. While I reached the spot, I noticed strange movements in the water. Surely there are fish. I can't waste any time. I have to try to catch them, because live bait is much better than the dead one. Unexpected, however, is always there. The net is all intertwined and I waste a lot of time to untangle it. After about 5 minutes of suffering, finally I can free it. Mullets are still passing by and I slowly approach them. They are far away and the net is very small, but I have to try. Wow, perfect cast! I managed to catch some of them.
What a shot, guys! It wasn't easy. They are perfect size. What a sight!
We came to the beach thinking of fishing with mullet fillet, but now I have to change all plans. I have nothing ready and I do not even have an oxygenator. Today I have to be very fast in order not to let the fish die. Very simple frame, ball, snap hook and direct lead. I have to hurry before the mullets die. I cast, tension the line and prepare the mullet. Two hooks on the back and a spring that I hook to the line to slide it and immediately send the bait into the water. Once the mullet has started to swim, I give it some line to allow him to swim even better. But I notice that the mullets are unfortunately dying. Without an oxygenator and with the hot water it is really difficult to keep them alive. I change the water on the fly and I prepare the second rod. I want to prepare this rod with the mullet fillet, but just when I'm about to do the rig, I notice some strange movements on the first rod. Yes, here we are. It is definitely a bluefish. Apart from a few jumps, reeling in this fish is not hard, but at the very last, the bluefish swims all the way to the left and gets caught in the thread of the other rod. Luckily though, I managed to free it without too many problems. Clean bite on the tail of the fish, and while it was fighting, it also got entangled in the other hook. Unfortunately, however, I am short of bait. In fact, I had released the other two half-dying mullets, and now it's time to find another one. Now there is very little light, but I can see a suspicious movement near the shore. Don't ask me how I was able to see it, but this is just the right size. I quickly prepared this mullet. It does not need to be too much under the skin, but the mullet must be as alive as possible. I had prepared these hooks for a bigger one, but in any case, even for this one, they will be fine. This is the spring that some of you have recommended to me, and I must say that this is useful when it is not intertwined everywhere. To make the mullet go down, but don't bring it up. It rolls up by itself. Okay, now we give the mullet 2 seconds to oxygenate itself, and with the lead spike I can do this, I can pull it as far as possible, and now I leave it there. I open the clutch a little to get it into the water. Okay, as you can see it's night now and you can't see anything anymore. Now it is getting dark and also the other rod is ready with the mullet fillet. An hour passes and nothing is visible until... Look, a bluefish has eaten. Unfortunately, right in the middle where there was nothing. It felt that something did not convince him, and basically he did not get caught on the hook. It is time to prepare another mullet fillet. And here it is, do you see? The important thing is that the hook go towards the outside, because very often the bluefish maybe only attacks the middle. It is not 100% convinced of eating, so at least we have some more opportunities. And here it is, the fillet. I don't make it too big because I like to be long limbed, and in any case I'm not saying it looked like a fish, but it also tends a normal sized bluefish to eat. So the frame I'm using, as you can see, is made up of a sliding lead with this particular frame here. Obviously we have a knot guard and a swivel with the snap hook here. I directly attach my final line. But why is the frame like this? Because when the bluefish eats, it must not feel the lead. It must feel, let's say, the free line. To be able to take the bait in mouth, eat it calmly, and then at that point, only at that point, we will go set the hook. Now, as you can see, the lead is well anchored to the bottom. Now we release it because the mullet has certainly gone so far. Okay, the lead is released and the mullet is forced to move. If the bluefish is nearby, it hits for sure. And then, after only a few minutes...
Ora vicino a me sembra
Now, as usual, next to me it seems tiny, but what a magic! With live bait, you never go wrong.
Guardate che bello. Facciamo vedere.
Wow, the mustard hooks work just fine. And what I like, and I'll tell you about it later, is the steel wire. It's not ruined at all.
Questo è un bel pesce,
It's a really nice bluefish. Measuring it, we are over 70 centimeters, 71 from the tail. Really nice. I don't know how much it weighs, but it was incredible, especially because as soon as we moved the rod, after not even a minute, it ate. He was right there. It was moving around the mullet. Right now I'm using these hooks, big bait of the size 2, because the mullets were not huge, but obviously you have to use the right hook based on the size of the bait. If it had been bigger, I would have used a 5 and so on. And instead, for the mullet fillet, I am using a 5, because you need a bigger hook for the steel wire. For the first time, I'm trying this steel wire here, and I must say that compared to the others, it holds much better. It melts very well, and even if we have fished that bluefish, it has not been damaged at all, and I was able to reuse it. So obviously and unfortunately I forgot the various starlights at home. With the relocation I can no longer find anything, and I practically, like you can see here, invented a strange thing. I opened the snap hook the most that I could with the pliers. I put the tube that is in the starlight, I tied the lead, and this is an handcrafted vital arm. Improvised. But guys, if you're fishing and you need something, you have to be able to get by even at the last second. Now I want to show you one more thing. Here the bluefish bit, we didn't notice it cut us directly, this one about 20 centimeters longer. I don't think that a bluefish swallowed the bait, but then what happened? Probably more bluefish have gone to eat the mullet, and when the food competition starts, they can sometimes cut with their teeth. But that's part of the game. As part of the game is this live fish on.
Non è grandissimo questo, è il racchiotto piccolino.
Well, we've also inaugurated the new rod. I must say that she behaved very well, and he ate sea and he even swallowed it. Both hooks, this would have never been able to escape. And as you can see, here happened what sometimes happens with the wire. It didn't happen with the other one, with this unfortunately yes, because you can see that the bluefish has managed to take it well between the teeth. You see, the plastic cover goes away, does not weaken the wire, but obviously we cannot reuse it. This was hooked very well. This is the smallest of all, but surely this dimension is the best to eat. Here we are. I was trying to end the video several times, but I hate all the time. We had a blast. 2 hours of fishing, it was great. Obviously, the largest bluefish are caught with live bait, especially with good sized one. Anyway, if you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and above all, share the video. See you in the next video.